Hey guys, it's me Aditya Rapsan and welcome back to my channel Younger Coding. So in today's video, we're gonna make this wonderful progress bar just by using HTML and few lines of CSS. So without wasting time, let's move to our VS Code. At first, I'm gonna change the title to my channel name, that will be Younger Coding, and let me link the CSS file. That will be link/css.css, and there I'm gonna use container class. Then I'm gonna use box class under the con. Then I'm gonna use box progress, and gonna use span tag, and span tag text will be HTML. Okay, and I'm gonna use also in there h4 tag that will show our percentage, how many percentage we're gonna give. So at the first one I'm gonna use 87%, and I'm gonna use in progress tag, and that will be style, and minus minus CLR means color, and first one's color will be cyan. Okay, then I'm going to use another style that will be I, and it will be the width percentage, that will be 87% because I gave it in the h4 text. So let me copy the line, then I'm gonna paste it two more additional time. Okay, after pasting this I'm gonna change every span, that will be CSS and JavaScript, second one, and the last one will be color change. I'm gonna also change the colors, and then the first one will be 95%. I should use 95%. Okay, let me change the color. Okay, I'm gonna use in there I that will be the same as 85 pixels. I'm using, okay, not 86, that will be 85, that will be 85. So I changed the color names to, as you can see, and the color will be blue, violet and orange red. And at first the CSS line margin will be 0, and padding will be 0 also, and box sizing for border box. Okay, then I'm gonna targeting body, and under the body display will be flex, and justify content will be center, align items also be center, and mean height will be 100 bs to make it in the middle. After this I'm going to use background to this kind of RGBs. That's good, that's good for black, more than black. So let's have a look. Okay, let me minimize it that you have a good view and good understand. And I'm going to use colors to white that show the text. Okay, then I'm going to use con class, target con class, and its display will be flex, and I'm going to use gap to most probably 50 pixels is good for me. Then I'm gonna also use, okay, no no more lines in there. Okay, I'm gonna targeting the box class, and its width will be 200 pixels, and I'm gonna use height to 10 pixels. Okay, because it's up like pipe, so it will be long and height will be shorter. I'm gonna use border to 1 pixel solid white. Okay, as you can see we have our first border, so I'm gonna use 13 pixels and 250 pixels to width. Okay, that looks pretty cool. So I'm gonna use border radius to let's me use 6 pixels. Okay, then I'm gonna target the progress class, and it will be the, I gave it the var, and it will be minus minus 11, that's every single. Okay, background will be var color, I gave it in the HTML tag, that's why I changed the colors. Okay, I'm gonna use height to 100%, that will be under the box. Okay, in there I'm gonna use background of box, and its background will be light gray. Okay, that's RGB or hexadecimal value you can use, and I'm gonna use border to that. Okay, we don't need to use the border, whatever. As you can see we have our progress bar, and also the different color. Then if we are gonna use dot box until child 1, and in there I'm gonna use, then I am gonna use, okay, box shadow. Okay, box shadow will be 10 pixels, 20 pixels and 20 pixels of radius, and that will be where minus color, that will be the color of first HTML tag. So whatever, we also can use cyan, that's the first color of our, that is cyan. So whatever. Then I'm gonna copy this line, then anti child will be 2 and 3, then orange red, so matching the color of my progress bar. As you can see, we're done. I'm gonna reduce the reduction. Okay, then I'm gonna also reduce the height width of box shadow. After this, let me target the span tag on dot progress span. Okay, in span it's okay. It first I'm gonna use position relative to progress bar, then I'm gonna use position absolute. After giving the position absolute, I'm gonna use tops will be minus 20 pixels, and font size will be 2.3 em. That's too high. I'm gonna use 2 em, and it will top will be 40 pixels. That should be good, and 1.7 is more good. And so let me reduce the top, that will be 35 pixels. Then I'm gonna use font family to this. I like this, that's kind of good for me, so I should upgrade it to 38 top. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Okay, we have, okay, let me finish that. I'm gonna use color to var minus minus color, that will be change every colors. Okay, then also be text. I'm gonna use text shadow to 1 pixels, 1 pixels, 10 pixels, sorry, 3 pixels, and the same var minus minus color, that will be same. So I should update the radius to 13 pixels. Okay, after this we are gonna targeting progress h4 tag, that show our percentage, how many percentage we progress in that. Okay, so and its position also be absolute, so we are gonna also use right to 0, that will be go on the right side, and top will be 20 minus 20 pixels, that will go top, and font size will be 1.4 em. So if we upgrade the font size, let's upgrade the top to 30 pixels minus, then color will be minus var color. Okay, that's the color of every single HTML code I gave in. And text shadow will be 1 pixels, 2 pixels, and 10 pixels, and red should be good for this. So in the con, I'm gonna use height to 100 pixels, and justify content will be center, and align item will be center, to take this everything in center. Okay, take everything in the center. Okay, as you can see, we are done. So I'm gonna use padding to 20 pixels. 20 pixels is good. As you can see, I should update the height to 200 pixels, and I also should use width will be 300 pixels, is too shorter. I should use 1300 pixels. 1300 pixels is good for our look. So I'm gonna use border radius to 20 pixels, that should be good for our eye, that shows. Okay, I'm gonna use animation, that changes the color of HTML, CSS, and JS progress bar. That name will be animate, seconds will be 2 seconds, linear infinite. So I'm gonna use keyframes, that will be gonna use the name of the animation, and the 0%, I'm gonna use 0%, in the 0% and 100%. So under the 0% brackets, I'm gonna use filter, and filter will be hue rotate 0°, and I'm gonna copy this line of code, then gonna paste it in the 100%, and I'm gonna use hue rotate to 360 degree. That changes the 7 colors, that changes in 7 colors, as you can see. Okay, let me remove the border. After removing the border, it looks more good. Okay, we should update the animation and animate time to 5 seconds, that changes okay, that's good for our look. And I'm gonna use in there box shadow will be 10 not 100 pixels, that will be 10 pixels, 20 pixels, and red. Okay, and 30 pixels of radius and red. That's also looks more good. Yeah, okay, let me copy. Okay, let me copy this line, and I'm gonna use also another box shadow. Then I'm gonna, for that you need to give a comma, then I'm gonna use before minus 10 pixels and minus 20 pixels. That looks down, that's blow. We should decrease decrease the box shadow to 5 pixels and 10 pixels, and that will be 10 pixels and that will be minus 5 pixels. It looks prettier more than the before one, so I'm gonna use reduce through 20 pixels to 20 pixels. That looks good. So we're almost done with our HTML and CSS code. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe. Meeting with you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.